Okay. Likely not one we're going to publish, but an impromptu podcast. I've been thinking a lot about why the hell I'm doing this. And something that I've come to realize is it's because I think relationships are the most important thing in our lives. We grow in relationships, we heal in relationships, we also hurt in relationships. That's very true. But I think it's what gives life meaning is having that someone who's a witness to our lives, being able to grow with someone. And I think there's this idea in the world right now that it should just be easy and relationships should be easy and everything should come easy and it gets to be easy. And I just disagree. I think we get to grow. I think we're here to grow, not to just float by. And I like to have fun. I would say fun is one of the most important things to me, and having that deep joy and getting lit up by the little things in life. But more than anything, I want to grow and I want to build relationships that contribute to that growth. And I don't think there's anything like a romantic relationship that can mirror to us the places in life where we have those growth edges, where we can do better, be better. And a lot of times I think we hide in love. I think we hold on to our old wounds, our traumas, things that have happened to us, sometimes because we don't know how to put them down. That's the work I do with clients. I help them put them down. But sometimes because they're very comfortable because we've known them a long time. And it would be more uncomfortable to put them down because we don't know who we would be without them. I remember struggling with this a few years ago. Some things that had happened when I was a kid. It was part of the story that I told. It was part of my identity. And it wasn't until I was willing to let them go that they no longer were a burden in my life. But I had to be willing to put those things down. Because when I wasn't willing to put them down, they were like my armor and my protection, and they kept me from really experiencing the kind of love that I wanted to experience. And if we really want long-term love, if we really want the joy, the inspiration, the support, the security, all of the freedom that can come with love, we have to be willing to look at the parts of ourselves, the wounds that we're white knuckling and we're holding on to so deeply. Because if we don't release those, if we don't work to treat those old wounds to heal, they will continue to sabotage our love life over and over and over again. And we'll keep reliving those same patterns. It's like when you are in a relationship after relationship with the same person in different bodies, and you wonder why, all girls are the same, or you keep dating the same guy. It's not the people, it's the patterns that are going on inside of you. And when we deal with that, when we break the cycle and we expand your capacity to be with safety in your nervous system, when we expand your capacity to receive love, and we're able to renegotiate the traumatic things that happened, then you can live this life where love, it feels like freedom and belonging at the same time. And it's really magical. And that's what long-term love is to me. It's living a life of love. Yeah, just wanted to share that thought tonight. It just kind of hit me as I was sitting here kind of searching for some clarity for myself, because I've been struggling a little bit with direction and what do I want the future to look like? And I had a friend say to me, she said, "You need to ask yourself, what do you want people to say about you when you leave the room?" And my first thought was, well, if they're not my people, nothing. But I was like, okay, I've got to make this a little bit more personal for myself. So what do I want my friends to say about me? And what I came to is I want my friends to say, I know Lily really loved me and I felt good when I was around her. And to me, that's like when I talk about, this, my whole podcast is long-term love, but it's living a life in the vibration of love. And it's so freaking powerful. Love is so much more powerful than any other energy on the planet. And living in alignment with that instead of in alignment with fear. Because when we live with fear, as our kind of our guidepost, when fear is the energy that's governing our life, that's when we're in, you know, this victim mentality. It's when we, again, white knuckle all the bad things that ever happened to us and we make them a part of our identity. But when we can live in alignment with love, that's when we get the freedom. So that's all I have for tonight.